Nobody's first day. I believe so. Oh, no. Oh, my scenes won't change. Oh, there you go. There's a little lag going on there. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to week 11 of the Brigade Fantasy Football Show, hosted by yours truly, BikeyMrown, along with my amazing co-host,
Mr. B Piffin, baby.
Today, our Sapporo was not in the fridge, so we're going to be trying out this neutral. It's a vodka seltzer. We're not sponsored, so we could switch it up. I had a.
Those neutrals are pretty good, bro.
Dude, these ones?
They have like a watermelon one. I was actually banging.
Yeah, this one is a orange, naranja. The other cold drink in my fridge was the what was that mango margarita I had? What's it called? Oh, Cutwater. You remember those Cutwaters? Yeah. I was like, I don't want to drink one of those tonight. It's been a long night already. Yeah, let's get right into it. I'm gonna take a sip. You were watching most of this game while we were playing a little Warzone on the side. What is your assessment here?
The Cowboys are toast. They couldn't do nothing. I mean, CeeDee Lamb still being productive.
Yeah.
He had a nice D bomb. Kind of gave him a lot of yards. Everything was pretty short for him, though. Everything was pretty short. Almost had a touchdown, but nothing major.
Yeah, I bet him on receptions because I saw last week he had like 6 catches for like 28 yards. I was like, this guy ain't getting no. He's getting all little short passes.
Yeah, take the receptions basically. I'll do it.
How about? Hello, my dear.
Turpin had a
D bomb touchdown, right?
Nah, it was a slant. He got a slant. He just burnt the guy. It was
Damn.
like man to man. It was slant. He just burned him to the end zone.
3 catches, 86 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, the one that was like a 70-yard touchdown, something like
that. Oh wow! And then you have Mr. Shoemaker making Jake Ferguson disappear. 6 catches for 56 yards.
He was hurt.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was hurt.
Like hurt mid game or hurt going into the game?
I think he caught a concussion early.
Oh shoot!
Go look. If you go down to the bottom, I think you see him on there.
Yeah, he got one catch for 11 yards.
He had a concussion. I think they said.
Zeke, just happy to be on the team. 1 carry for 8 yards. He did get 3 catches.
He came in garbage time too.
Man, that's crazy. Shoot. And then Rico Dowdle, the rushing game non-existent. 10 carries, 28 yards.
This game was all Texas. All Texans. Sorry.
All Texas.
It was all Texas.
It's also an all Texas game. Cooper Rush, man, 354 yards. They let this man throw 55 times.
Hey, because they couldn't run, bro. They
were getting
stopped at the line.
Is that bad?
At the line every time.
That's crazy. You know who can run though is this guy named Joe Mixon. 20 carries, 109 yards, 3 tutties. MVP candidate?
I don't know. Tough to decide.
2 catches for 44 yards as well.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah, he had like a screen and he took it 30 yards. 30.
That's crazy. Yeah, he popped off. Oh, look at you. As soon as we say the name Mixon, we got Tiffers coming in here. Hey, you seen us before? Oh man, nice to see you. Mixon's putting your team on the back right now. Yeah, congratulations to you. CJ Stroud, no throwing, no passing touchdowns, 1 interception, 3 for 257 yards. But yeah,
they didn't have to do much. Defense had a couple touchdowns. Defense had 2 touchdowns, I believe.
Yeah. So. Cowboys are cooked. They're done. They're donezo. What else can we say, Tiffers, about your Cowboys? That hasn't been said already.
See you next year.
Yeah. Have a good off season. Is Dak coming back or what? He just got paid. CeeDee Lamb has to play with his team for the rest of the season. He might as well just hang him up and sit out for the rest of the season.
We're all going to be in Cancun together.
Yeah. Texans, on the other hand, they I want to say they take a demanding lead in their division at 7-4. Who's in the Texans division?
We did this last.
I know. We forgot. I forgot what division they're in. They're AFC, right?
Yeah, I got it right.
We're gonna pull up. AFC. Oh, AFC South. They're with the
So,
Colts, Titans, and Jaguars. So
yeah.
the Colts 2 games behind them, and then the other two teams are just Denzo as well, Titans and Jags with 2 wins on the season. But yeah,
The final four is gonna be crazy. Whoever makes it to the final four, because you're gonna have like C.J. Stroud probably playing like Mahomes for like the
and
first
then,
game,
and then you're gonna have Josh Allen and
yeah.
I don't know, man. What? Oh man, dude. We should just talk about that game already. Bengals. Sunday Night Football. Man, they lost another close game, 1 possession game. This time to the Chargers, who are surprisingly 7-3. Kind of surprising. I'm actually not really too surprised that the Chargers are playing well. They got a new coach, Jim Harbaugh. Justin Herbert, healthy finally. Not that he's playing the best, but he's healthy. And, they got some weapons out there. We got Joshua in the chat saying, guys, neighbors for CD.
Yeah, that's a definite.
And Dobbins and Stevenson for Henry and Waddle.
Absolutely.
If you could get, if you could get Henry. I mean, Waddle's gonna become a WR2 again. Like now that Tua's kind of heating up.
Yeah, they've been getting the ball over there. So.
Yeah, you already saw it with Tyreek Hill.
I'm always for Henry. Stevenson is not having a great year, so and their schedule only gets tougher because I have him. So.
Yeah, and then neighbors, they made a quarterback change. They got Mr. Danny DeVito over there, taking over.
I forgot about that.
So I mean, actually, both of them have new quarterbacks behind them. But as you saw in tonight's game, man, the Cowboys let this boy Cooper Rush throw 55 times. So I mean, I don't know how many times Mr. DeVito's gonna throw when you got Tyron Tracy in the back.
Man, CD definitely the better option right now. If he's gonna keep getting these targets, a touchdown's bound to come.
Yeah, out of those two, CD. And then I like Henry and Waddle. Dobbins has been playing pretty well. He didn't have a good game this week. Never mind. He had a good game. He had 2 touchdowns, the game-winning touchdown actually. But only 56 yards is like a little lower for him, and only 1 catch at the backfield.
He was very touchdown or bust, but he got 2 of them. So
he did get 2 of them. So he did pop off. So it might be a good sell high right there, potentially. I mean, he's been having a pretty good season. I think he's
get him for just like Henry or something like that. Henry Stevenson type thing, or Stevenson Dobbins. Just Henry. I don't know if Waddle's gonna really be a big thing, but tough.
Yeah, I don't know who you if you have Dobbins and Stevenson. I assume you have Dobbins and Stevenson, and if that guy's willing to give you Henry and Waddle for that, I think you take that quick. And then same thing with Neighbors and CDs. I mean, Neighbors got a new quarterback now that's got to, create new rapport with, and who knows? I mean, Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones is out and they're putting the veto in, but who knows what you're going to get with that. So you remove the risk, especially if you're in playoff contention. You know what you're going to get with CD, no matter who's at quarterback. They have to throw the ball.
For them already before. So Cooper definitely started for them before. So he has like a rapport with CD too.
Exactly. Over on this Chargers Bengals game, Joe Burrow does everything but win. 356 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, no picks. You got Chase Brown, 22 carries, 86 yards. T. Higgins being the man of the game. Man, T. Higgins is probably a good pickup for a lot of people that got him. Aside from, he missed a couple games. But, dude, 9 catches, 140 yards and a touchdown. Jamar Chase, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, they're dynamic trio, really, with Chase Brown, 5 catches, 57 yards. Like, they're all doing everything on offense. They just can't win. The defense, I don't know. It must be the defense. But they lose again. They dropped to 4-7. Their playoff hopes are in their playoff hopes are in jeopardy now. At this point, they're gonna have to, they need to get back to 500 or above 500 to, have a chance at wild card. The Chargers solidifying themselves in the AFC West with the Raiders, Broncos. I guess they have the Broncos right behind them, and then you got the Raiders and who's the 4th team there? No, that's the NFC.
No, that's NFC.
Who is the 4th team? Dang, we lost. I lost
trying to click your screen.
They have the Chiefs. Oh, the Chiefs. I guess the Chiefs are leading, but I mean they're in a pretty good spot for a wild card berth. So I mean they're gonna look pretty good there. Speaking of the AFC West, we got the Chiefs suffering their first L of the season, going down to the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen game-winning like 20-yard carry on like 4th down or something like that.
Dude, what?
Yeah,
bravery.
That's crazy. How does nobody spy this guy on a 4th down with 2 yards left?
Tony Romo called it too for the win.
Oh, did he?
That's crazy. He's like QB snake for the win. He called it out. I was like, oh, this guy knows it all.
Dude.
He's like, if they don't spy, Josh Allen is taking it by himself.
Yeah. Tony Romo, whatever Tony Romo says when it comes to commentating on football, I believe him because he is on point with everything. Yeah. Over on the Chiefs end, man, Mahomes pretty mediocre game. He did get 3 passing touchdowns, but he threw 2 picks. Nobody really no real like big receivers on his end. Xavier Worthy leading with 4 catches, 61 yards and a touchdown. Noah Gray vulturing 2 touchdowns from a man Travis Kelce, who got 2 passes for 8 yards. Like the defense locked him down. Look how many people he completed. Look, oh my God, Mahomes completed a pass to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excuse me, 11 different players.
Almost 50% of his passes were somebody different.
Yeah, that's crazy. Kareem Hunt potentially in his last week starting with the potential return of Isaiah Pacheco next week. 14 carries, 60 yards. Nah, they don't need him yet, man. I have Kareem Hunt in a couple leagues, but you know, I've been working on building my roster around his departure from starting. Over on the Bills side, we have Josh Allen, obviously with the game-winning touchdown run. He had 12 carries, 55 yards. James Cook, mediocre game aside from punching in 2 touchdowns. He did only have 9 carries for 20 yards.
5 receptions, even though he had 7 yards.
5 catches for 7 yards. Shout out PPR leagues. Mark Cooper caught 55 yards worth of passes off 2 catches.
LeBron James just said, would you trade high on Brees in a trade or Saquon? Oh, for Saquon. I mean, I'll do anything to get Saquon on my team right now.
Yeah, if you get Saquon, you do anything. I mean, you do anything with your depth. If you could trade 1 starter and all your depth for Saquon, you do it. Thank you, LeBron James. Aren't you in the middle of a game right now? What's the score right now? I put money on you. I need another triple double. I need a 5th triple double in a row, and 6 wins straight. But yeah, so the Chiefs take their first loss. That was a tough one there. Another divisional game. We had the Thursday night matchup between the Eagles and the Falcons, who we know are battling it for the division. And the Eagles proving why they are still the defending NFC champions. They moved to 8-2 now. The Commanders dropping to 7-4. They don't have to do much, man. Saquon Barkley is such a beast, man. 26 carries, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like that, like takes so much off of Jalen Hurts, who had DeAndre Swift last year. Like he doesn't have to do. He doesn't do much.
I mean, DeAndre Swift is pretty good. He was doing great for
like 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 weeks he was getting 20 plus.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, that offense fell off. So.
Yeah, I mean, shoot. Yeah, Saquon almost had 200 yards rushing, receiving again, 198 yards, 2 catches, 52 yards.
Almost 220 yards. 2 yards shy.
Yeah. The receiver's not receiving as much love, you know. I mean, AJ Brown's still gonna always, you know, AJ Brown's always around, you know, 50 to 100 yards receiving, but no touchdowns for him. Dallas Goedert coming through with the 5 catches, 61 yards. Goedert, yeah. Devontae Smith.
To own a receiver over there when you're in the red zone.
I know. They just give it to Saquon, man. Saquon punches in. Jalen Hurts did get a rushing touchdown, so he did salvage some fantasy points, even though it was one of his. He was coming off of like 4 games in a row of having like 30 plus fantasy points in like, or 4 out of like the last 5 games where he had 30 plus fantasy points. So he didn't have as much this one. Your boy Jaden. How about your boy Jaden Daniels?
McDonald, man.
Jaden McDonald's not too great of a game. Only 191 yards passing, 1 TD, 1 pick. only 18 yards rushing, which is probably like a season low for him because he's been rushing like for 40 plus almost every game. Shout out the boy Austin Eckler though, coming through, leading receiver out of the backfield with 8 catches, 89 yards, along with 2 carries for 7 yards. I can't wait till he, you know.
I mean, he had a lot of snaps, so don't look at the snap count. Don't look at the carry count and think like, dang. Okay.
I know.
He's
they just use him in the they just use him in the passing game. He's always been a good pass catching back, even over on the Chargers. Yeah, San Diego, same thing. LA, I guess now. Brian Robinson Jr. 63 yards rushing and a touchdown. So I mean, you know, they're kind of like a two-man, you know, 1-2 punch. Yeah, exactly. It's like the great value Detroit Lions you got over here. But they find a way to stay in the game, but they lose by 8. You know what I mean? Maso, what's going on? You didn't want to show up in here, but you're here because we boys. I appreciate you for being here. I know. I'm sorry. I'm wearing the hat. Speaking of Maso being here, I guess we might as well get into it. Probably the closest game of the... Well, I mean, there's a few close games of the week, but the most exciting finish of the week, in my opinion. We got the Green Bay Packers beating the Chicago Bulls 20-19 on a block game-winning field goal. Chicago Bulls. Yeah, see, that's how bad they are. We don't know who they are. They don't know who they are. The Chicago Bears taking the L on the blocked field goal. So happy it happened because it was only like a 39 or 4, like it was in the 30s, like just over an extra point distance, and you love to see it. It doesn't even get a chance to go, hit the uprights. It just gets blocked. I heard that they're submitting a complaint that our lineman was lined up over the nose tackle or something like that, or the long snapper.
Of course they are.
Yeah, and they gotta do something because season's going away for them.
Yeah, this guy Crooner's live. Go ahead. Nico and Kyron to get Gibbs, Kelsey, and Hill. I don't know. I think Nico and Kyron are great. Kyron just had an off week, but he gets you 20 points every week. That's tough though, because then you look at Kelsey. He only had 2 points. 2.8 points. Who
do you have? Who do you have at who's your current tight end? I guess if Kelsey's gonna bring like significant value. Because I think that's going to be Kelsey. I think Kelsey just had his worst game of the year. And I think you got Gibbs. He's guaranteeing you 15 points pretty much. Like, whatever, the whole 12 to 18 weeks. You got Otten. Oh, Kate Otten's good, though, man.
Yeah.
I don't think. Because then you're going to be starting 2 tight ends. And you're going to have a conflict of interest, right? You're probably going to be starting Otten in your flex, even if you get Kelsey. So then.
I'm good.
Yeah,
and
now.
He's been consistent. No Godwin. And Mike Evans might not play again this week.
Yeah,
it's only Bucky Irvin, Rashad White, and Kate Otten. That's all they got.
Yeah, you could probably go. I mean, I guess the real value here is like, okay, let's say Kelsey's in the deal, but like, is Gibbs and Hill gonna be better than Kyron and Nico all on the way out for the season? And that's a good one right there too. Honestly, if you think about it, like
Gibbs is getting 20 a game too. That's what
I'm saying.
Super high powered, so. And Tyreek is this. I'm all for Tyreek, but like, hopefully, nothing happens to Tua from now till the end of football.
Well, Tyreek's he's been increasing his points back-to-back weeks now, right? So I mean,
he had another touchdown this week, I believe.
And Tyreek is like the number, like I mean, I guess they're kind of similar positions, like Nico and Tyreek Hill, even though they're totally different play styles. What's up, Cricket? What's up, Ray?
But Nico now, like, it's like Nico with no Stephon Diggs. It's like,
Yeah, he is. He is the only guy. Yeah. What was his stats today? He had what? Like, I mean, it was a blowout, but like their defense is doing most of the work.
He had 4 catches for only 54 yards, but like, it's his first game back. So
but he is coming off injury though.
And they didn't have to go crazy either because they were versing the Cowboys.
Oh man, I don't know.
They're already up. They ran the ball so much.
Yeah,
they ran the ball just as many times they passed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess the one thing for me about that trade where I would probably like to do that trade is because Gibbs is like probably the most consistent running back, one of the most consistent running backs in the league. Like you're not, like his worst game is still double digits. And then Kelsey after that, well, I guess, you know, the Chiefs after that lost period of a potential AFC Championship matchup, I doubt they're going to play that bad on the way out. They're a late season team. They tend to turn it up as they approach playoffs because they, you know, start hitting their stride. They time their, you know, it's like when a runner runs, I don't know, 1,600 meter, they wait till the last, you know, 400 meters to start, you know, increasing their kick. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? And then Tyreek Hill, you know, him and, you know, Tua haven't played for a few weeks, and now they're starting to get the report too.
Yeah, it all depends on Tua staying healthy. That's what you're really banking on with that trade, because you'll just be trading Nico and Kyron for Gibbs if something happens to Tua. So.
Yeah, the thing is, I think if you get that trade though, you're gonna probably be running Otten and Kelsey as your flex. And depending on what your bench is, I don't know how deep your bench is too, because you're doing a 2 for 3, so you're gonna increase your depth, but then you might have to make tough choices on your starting lineups. And the start sit accuracy I've been having this year in fantasy football has been pretty bad. Whenever I have I hate having too many choices to fill for like flex or certain positions, because like at least like, you know, when they do bad, I'm like, I had no choices. He's a must start. But like when you have like, oh man, I don't know if I should start Otten or Kelsey, or maybe you know, just because it's matchup, you know, you're never not gonna start Kelsey. So then what are you gonna do with Otten unless you're gonna swing and trade him too, you know?
Yes, I mean you only got a couple hours left for that.
Yeah, Tyreek for Kyron.
Tough.
Let's go take a look at that Rams game. Rams beat the Patriots 28-22. Kyron actually decent bounce back game for him. He didn't get in the end zone, but he did rush 15 times for 86 yards. I mean, nothing in the passing game. No PPR for that guy. So it's tough. I mean, and then you got Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp just popping off. Both of them over 100 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns between the two of them.
If you look at it though, like it was just too easy for their offense. Honestly.
What's up, Doug? What's up, Cricket?
Just too easy for their offense, and a couple of those touchdowns came late in the game when it was dead time. So.
Yeah, and then, you know, over on the Patriots, you got Mondre, who's having a pretty good year. 20 carries, 73 yards. Didn't get a touchdown this time around. You know, the boy Demario Douglas coming through, pitching in 5 catches, 59 yards. Your boy Hunter Henry, 6 catches, 63 yards. But Kendrick,
pick up. Taysom Hill.
Dude, yeah, Taysom. We'll talk about Taysom Hill in a bit, man. Kendrick Bourne, leading receiver for the Patriots, 5 catches, 70 yards and a touchdown. On the Rams, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, it depends on your bench, Ray. Like, how deep? Like, what do you have at running back now? What do you have at receiver right now? Do you have, you know what I mean? Like if you have, let's say you have Kyron, Derrick Henry and Jahmyr Gibbs, and like another running back that you're like, I have 4 running backs, I can't start all of them, then then I would go for Tyreek. But it's all roster based, most of these trades, right? So like Tyreek has, you know, I mean, they both have the ability to pop off, really, Tyreek or Kyron, but Tyreek's low is gonna be lower than Kyron's low.
Yeah,
you know,
because Kyron, he don't really share the love over there.
Supersonics hat, no, you know what this is. This is a football show, Duck. You know, I mean, I mean, Piffin's over here wearing his New York Knicks hat, so we won't say anything about that. Hey, well, dude, everybody has the same roster question. It's crazy. Who do you prefer, Neighbors or CD? We said CD earlier, just because
I'm a Giants fan, but I gotta go with CD, unfortunately.
Because at least CD and Cooper Rush, you already know what you're gonna get out of them. Neighbors and Tommy DeVito. You don't know what's gonna happen over there, and I don't think Mr. DeVito, excuse me, last time he filled in and took over for Daniel Jones, you know, he had a good first game, and then after that, I was just like, get this guy off the roster. Get this guy off the roster. Everybody was like, yeah, this is our new quarterback. He's a true New Yorker. They're all showing his agent there with his green suit hanging out. The Italian guy on the CEO.
Parmesan cheese.
It's some poppity poopity.
I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
I'm going to throw 3 picks. Get sacked 7 times. Take it or leave it. But Yeah. Nah. If you're trying to reduce risk, CD all day. CD all day. Wait, what are you talking about? You guys talking about big toes? Oh, you forgot your AirPods? Oh man, you're stuck. You're done for. And you just started your shift too. Yeah, I would say that'd be it. Let's see. Oh yeah, Lions.
Since we were talking about Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, Lions potentially the best team in NFL. I mean, at 9-1. The only other 9-1 team, yeah. The only other 9-1 team is the the Chiefs, but the Chiefs have been looking shaky all year. Jared Goff, I had to have been a career high, right? 412 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 24 for 29, dude.
Jesus.
24 completions for 412 yards. Then on top of that, you got David Montgomery rushing for 75 yards. You got Jahmyr Gibbs for 69 yards. Jared Goff even rushed for 21 yards. This random guy named Craig Reynolds, the other that are like third receiver, rushing 2 carries for 20. Dude, they had what the hell? They had 8 people run the ball. They honestly just
doing whatever they wanted, bro.
They're the NFC Chiefs, bro. They just make up plays. They're like, you know what? Hey, now that we got a 40-point lead, let's like fuck around and try some things that we haven't done before.
Jared Goff was averaging 17 yards a pass.
That's insane.
17 yards a pass. He had 400. That might be like a record, like least amount of passes to get 400 yards.
Yeah, you got Amon-Ra, 161 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11 catches. You got Jameson Williams coming back for suspension and going out for 124 yards and a touchdown. So his return's big. Is Aiden
weird about him? Aiden Hutchins is done for a year.
Is he? How come I saw a clip of him pushing somewhere? I don't know if that was an old clip or what.
I saw a clip of his leg, and I don't think
I saw that. Yeah, that's why I saw a clip of that, and then I saw an Aiden Hutchinson clip on my timeline. I was like, I thought that dude broke his leg, like snapped in half, like literally like 6 weeks ago. But still, though, the Lions defense also pretty. I mean, Jacksonville is not the most powerhouse offense, but
they didn't have Trevor Lawrence. So.
Yeah, you got Mac Jones. Who?
Mac Jones.
Yeah, over on there, and the Jaguars kind of suck right now.
They only had 1 intel and 1 sack.
Yeah, man, it's insane. I was hoping, I've been praying to the gods, hoping that ETN would one day just like snap out and become the old ETN, but he must be done for the year. I don't know. He might be looking to be traded or something.
Get on the bench. Get him on the bench.
I hate forgetting my earphones too. Who would you? Marlon says, would you guys do this trade? Breece Hall, Neighbors, and Marcin Harrison for Kamara, Garrett Wilson, and McLaurin. You get the yeah.
Tough.
But I feel like the Jets season. We can talk about their game. The Jets season is more over than the Saints season. The Jets season is more over than the Saints season. Kamara's gonna have to ball out still. Breece Hall might just be like, damn, we do suck. And then and then Neighbors and Marvin Harrison are 2 rookie receivers. Neighbors dealing with a new QB. Marvin Harrison Jr. He's been pretty good. He's probably he's been decent, but he does have bad games. You are getting Garrett Wilson, who's also on the same team as Breece Hall, so you kind of, I guess, damage. It's kind of like same. There. I don't know, man.
But you're still getting on that Jets offense. I mean, they did do some production, but nothing crazy. And Rodgers threw for 2 touchdowns. Breece Hall had a touchdown. You had Breece catching one, and then your Boa catching one. No.
Yeah, Breece Hall's so good, man.
Garrett Wilson only had 4 catches for 18 yards, and then you had Devontae who had 6 for 72, and then that was just it. And Breece Hall had 7.
Yeah, who knows now? You got Taysom Hill eating into Kamara's workload, man, stealing all his touchdowns. Breece Hall, out of those 6 players, Breece Hall is still the best fantasy value of all of them, right? Probably. Yeah. So, because he's, especially if you're in full PPR, Breece Hall is killer. 7 catches, 43 yards, and a touchdown this week. He also has 16 carries for 78 yards and a touchdown this week. He
was getting a lot of love this week.
Yeah, they played pretty well. I mean,
Lost by 1.
Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, he might be a buy low right now with his 4 catches. Who knows? Maybe you could even try to trade Neighbors and Marvin Harrison for Kamara and Wilson or something on a low and try to keep Brees Hall.
He's gonna have Brees and Garrett though. That's gonna be tough. Maybe McLaurin.
Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, or Kamara and McLaurin for Neighbors and Marvin Harrison. Probably won't happen, but you know, it's worth a shot. Yeah, the Jets offense. I mean, they did okay this week, but
or Neighbors and Marvin Harrison for CD and Lad McConkey. Man, I like that one a little more. CD, I think, will be better than, you know.
Yeah, we've already said CD over Neighbors, and I like Lad McConkey. Lad McConkey had a good week this week too. That's 2 good weeks in the last 3 or 4 weeks, I think. And
he did have a good week.
You know, like his only other receiver competition is Quinton Johnson, and you know he's good too. He got more targets, I think, but like you know, Justin Herbert's heating up. The team's doing well, so they're gonna keep trying to play well, especially because they got to play for a wild card spot technically because the Chiefs have the division lead. Hope y'all talk about the Niners. Are you leaving? Huh? We're almost there. You want us to talk about them? We didn't talk about them yet. Yeah. Do you want to talk? Do you want us to talk about them now that you're here, or you don't want them to want us talking about them?
I don't speak about the wine.
Yeah. Speaking of the Saints though, and Kamara.
Oh no, he doesn't want us because they lost. I forgot.
Oh, don't talk. All right, we'll save them for last, and then you can come back. All right, we'll give you a heads up to mute. So on the Saints, I don't know where this came from, but Taysom Hill had 7 carries for 138 yards and 3 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara had 0 touchdowns, 16 carries for 67 yards. Taysom Hill also had 8 catches for 50 yards. Alvin Kamara had 4 catches for 22 yards. Like, I don't know how Taysom Hill had this much involvement this game. Maybe just because it's against the Browns. I don't know. It was part of the game plan. He also threw an interception. Taysom Hill played quarterback, running back, and receiver all in one game. All he was missing was playing tight end or defense. Well, I guess he could have been lined up in tight end. Yeah. He's technically a tight end, but still. You blame Piff for leaving. The moment Piff left us, the game went downhill. Why? Were you guys watching it together or what?
No, remember we were playing the game yesterday together.
Oh yeah, we were playing. The game was good. He was like, Brock Purdy rushing touchdown, and
yeah, I was hyping him up, and then Geno came through and
Geno Smith of all people, over. Man. Everybody's been throwing shade at Geno, man. They wrote him off. He ain't right back.
I kind of like what you got, honestly, unless you want to just try to get Kamara. But
what's your record right now, Marlon? Let's see, you got Kyler Murray, you got Mixon, A-Chain.
Yeah, you already got 2.
Your team is stacked. I guess the main thing is if you wanted to get another.
I think you do
receiver.
the neighbors and Marvin Harrison for CD Lamb. You could probably do that 2 for 1. That'd be
Yeah, because you don't really need another running back. If you keep Mixon, A-Chain, and Brees, you keep those 3, let them rock out, and then you got AJ Brown. Brock Bowers is solid. He's best rookie tight end. Justin Tucker sucks lately. I don't know if you get penalized for missing kicks, but he's been missing a lot of them this year.
Yeah, I like Neighbors.
Lions defense been good.
CD. Neighbors for CD.
Yeah. Maybe try to do that Neighbors for CD straight up only, and then see if you can get away with that. 'Cause I think that would probably be it. That'd probably be the best idea. I think. You don't. You don't need. You don't need to trade that many pieces. If you just do a straight trade Neighbors for CD, I think it's doable. Cause
even if you're doing MHJ, who cares?
Yeah. Throw an MHJ in there if you want to. It's not like
bye weeks are pretty done. I think all your players already had their bye week. So.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up,
Andres?
Just got a W. Rival had Fairbairn and needed 12 points. He ended with 10. Woo! You got away with that one. Nice, man. Congratulations on the dub. What's your record now? Marlins at 7-4. Yeah. Your RBs are insane. I think you keep it that way. Don't give them up. What's up, Christian? Thinking of trading Reed and Amari Cooper for DK. Man,
I like that. I like DK.
DK is dominant. He's definitely dominant. Jaden Reed did have a decent game this week. I think he caught a touchdown, but he didn't get a lot of yardage Yeah, two catches for 23 yards and a touchdown. I thought Jaden Reed was going to honestly be that guy at the beginning of the season when he popped off, and he hasn't really done much. Christian Watson, he's Mr. D-ball, man. 4 catches, 150 yards.
Well, he had a couple of short ones. He just took it. I didn't know he's was like
quick.
6'7".
He's tall and
like,
quick. Yeah.
I was like, yo, run it down.
He's like Alan Lizard. He's Alan Lizard. Yeah, I know, right? And then yeah,
I don't know. DK had 7 catches for 70 yards.
I think that's a good trade up though. No, because you got
Jackson Smith and Jigba though, who gets a lot of targets, but it's only
but DK.
Nothing else.
Yeah, we'll go quick on this one because I don't want Siggy to leave and get all sad. But yeah, DK Metcalf, JSN he's been kind of holding it down when DK's been out. He's been keeping it up, 10 catches, 110 yards. But DK still had his 7 catches for 70 yards. He's typically the touchdown recipients for any passing touchdowns, but Geno Smith just didn't throw any this week.
And Walker's still doing what he does.
Yep, Kenneth Walker, hanging out there. He only had 2 catches out of the backfield, which is kind of low for him, I feel. 2 catches for 5 yards. But like, yeah, I think you'd be upgrading. I mean, like the Chiefs or the Seahawks are still in kind of like the playoff hunt, so DK needs to play well. Amari Cooper's kind of coasting, still, just vibing out with the team, but it sounds like he's not even their number 1 target because they got Khalil Shakir getting more receptions than him. They got who's the other guy that caught the touchdown? I forgot, we said it earlier, but
for what?
For Bills.
No, for the Bills. We said the Bills.
Yeah, we talked the Bills because we talked about them losing. You remember? Yeah, Khalil Shakir and Curtis Samuel, 5 catches for 58 yards. Like
Curtis
Samuel. But yeah, it's a tough one. You're 7-4. You have Lamar Gibbs, K9, Chase. You got Chase and JJ and Amon-Ra. Yeah, you're a sicko.
That's crazy. You had mad points this week.
You're a sicko.
Besides Lamar, but yeah, Gibbs, Chase,
and you have Lamar too. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I think my biggest regret this season was not getting like a Lamar, or Jalen Hurts, or like even getting fucking or Baker Mayfield,
boy Baker, man,
dude, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like I look at every single league that I'm in. And whoever's in like first or second, they have one of those quarterbacks. And it's crazy. Hurts hurt you this week? Yeah. But I mean, like Hurts had been having he had like 30 plus points like for the last 5 weeks. Yeah. So I mean, he's bound to have like a slightly low.
Yeah. You got to give Saquon some touchdowns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think. Yeah, another thing, just a reminder because you talked about the whole kicker thing, and you're shitting bricks because he had 10 points when he needed 12. Like, make sure you're paying attention to those matchups on defense and on even the kickers. Like I kind of got screwed the last 2 weeks because freaking kicker for Washington Commanders was hurt, and he got late scratched. Like that killed me. Just because even when you lose, you still need every single point. Every single point still counts, especially because of tiebreakers. Because especially if you're borderline playoffs and you finish 500 and then you just you lose by a tiebreaker on points, that's like the worst. So, just like Jennings, Jawan Jennings had a good game, 10 catches, 91 yards and touchdown. He may have surged himself as the number 1 option over there on the receiving core.
What was he doing?
Devo's over there. He only got 1 carry surprisingly for -1 yards. McCaffrey, he's still trying to get in the swing of things. He did total over 100 yards rushing and receiving, but 90 carry, 79.
Good, honestly. He looked pretty good. I gotta give him that.
Yeah, Brock Purdy didn't have too great of a game.
First quarter, he looked amazing.
Yeah, he did look. Yeah, that rushing touchdown was nice. Trade JJ for Lamar and JSN. Ooh,
that's a good trade.
Who's your quarterback now? That's the main thing. Because I would say if you have a Bo Nix or somebody you may not need to trade up for him, but if you got Aaron Rodgers or some ass QB. I love Aaron Rodgers, but man, you got some ass QB like Aaron Rodgers or Jameis Winston. I don't know.
You got Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. I don't think you're losing out much because I feel like he is scary. Yeah, he's had like two. Well, he had
really tough defenses.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on.
Look the schedule.
I'm just gonna pull out. I like looking on Sleeper instead for this stuff. Jaden Daniels. I mean, he's rookie. Okay, so he's had back-to-back rough weeks. Week 7, he was hurt, right? He hurt his rib or something like that. So he's had 10 points and 15 points the last 2 weeks. There is some cause for concern there. You got Lamar Jackson, who also had a bad week this week, though, right? But, you know, Lamar Jackson's still number 1. I mean, damn, dude. Yeah, the amount of points Lamar Jackson scores, though, honestly, might be worth it. Yeah.
Crazy, yeah.
Who are your other receivers, I guess, that on your team? Like, I'm curious about your
Jason is not a number 1. He's not a number 1 receiver, I don't think.
No, he's been popping off lately, but he can still. I mean, he's kind of splitting with DK right now. Honestly, Justin Jefferson, you know, it's kind of funny. Is I actually don't. I mean, he's consistent because he gets so many targets, but I honestly don't. He's more for consistency. Like, but I think
I think trade.
I think because
like Neighbors and Judy for JSN. Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, no, that might work. Yeah, you could sell high Judy maybe.
I don't know. Maybe,
I like trying to acquire Lamar though.
Yeah, I do like it, but Jaden Daniels has an easy schedule coming up. They play the Cowboys next week, then they got the Titans, then they got the Saints.
That's a bye though. Yeah,
those are important.
That's true. He does have some easier teams there. Lamar Jackson's got.
They still haven't gone on a bye yet. They're going on a bye.
Oh wow! 14. 14. Oh, they both have the same bye week too. Dang, that sucks. So you're gonna have to get rid of Jaden Daniels somewhere and get some value out of him if you're gonna stick with him. Damn. Yeah, I honestly think Justin Jefferson's stock is going down slowly because TJ Hawkinson has returned. And that takes a little bit away from there. Sam Darnold is not, I don't think he has as much flair as he did earlier in the season. He hasn't really, you know, I mean, okay, I take that back. He had 27 points this week, but still, he had a rushing touchdown. But like, I feel like, you know, that's a tough one. But Lamar Jackson, though, like guaranteeing you 20, 30 plus points, though, is that's a huge deal. Like I said, almost all the freaking teams in first place, I'm surprised that they'll trade him. Almost every team that I see in first or second place in any of the leagues I'm playing with, they have Lamar Jackson or like Jalen Hurts, basically.
Yeah.
Where's Pico's old ass? I think he's been asleep. He's been asleep. All right. Any other games we want to touch on? I mean, you know, Taysom Hill just randomly.
About a lot. Yeah. We spoke a little bit about everything.
All right, we're gonna go into our league. Oh, Bo Nix, man, Bo Nix and Broncos whooping on the Falcons. You know, the Falcons have been slipping lately. They're now in 6-5. Broncos kind of looking crazy. Let's ride. Bo Nix 4 touchdowns, 307 yards.
Broncos country.
Let's ride. They're looking a little dangerous. I was kind of sad. I picked up my boy Audric Estime with my waiver wire pickups, and he went back into his back seat. I mean, no running back in that backfield got over 10 carries, but like, man, 6 carries for 16 yards. You got Javonte Williams supplanting his role as the lead back, 9 carries, 59 yards and a touchdown. Like no catches out the backfield. Oh, 3 catches out the backfield for 9 yards. Like, I'm a little sad. That I wasted a lot of my budget in one of my leagues for him, trying to go all in, thinking that this might be my saving grace for the league. But it was tough.
With 4 TDs.
Bo Nix, 4 TDs. This guy's popping off. This just in. Moody still butthurt after that talking to from Devo. Wasn't it I thought it was the snapper or the holder, the ball holder that got
snapper. No,
yeah, the long snap. I thought the long snapper's the one that got into it with Devo. Yeah, you didn't.
I think you're defending Moody or something like that.
Oh yeah, he's like, "Come on, man, he just sucks."
Oh man, Poor Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, but yeah.
Oh man, Joe Burrow was throwing him under the bus too after the game. Saw that? Or well, not necessarily throwing him under the bus, but he's open, man. He's always fucking open. But he, you know, he's like, I don't make the play calls. Why are you blaming me for? All right, let's switch seats. Let's go over to our league. Ooh, I think we're gonna finish on time today. All right, we got our fantasy football league here. Sorry, I missed your chat earlier, Dan. Thank you for the congratulations, as you'll see here. Most leagues, their trade deadlines are going on right now. You have to accept. All trades need to be proposed and accepted by 11:59 p.m. Oh, there you go. We got like.
Oh, this is the only league that has this for me. All the rest are.
Oh, so we can make a trade right now in the next 2 hours and 11 minutes. Come on, man. I'm trying to make a playoff push here.
You scored the most points this week.
I did score the most points this week. Why am I 4-6? Now I'm 5-6. Let's get into it. Since we have Dan here. Dan, it was a very close matchup. I know I just talked about how every team that's in first place has Lamar Jackson. Well, Dan has Lamar Jackson, and he is not in first place, unfortunately. Unfortunately for me, but it's probably because he has Raheem Mostert starting and putting up negative 0.2 points. After Taysom Hill had that 38-point game out of fucking nowhere, though, I was shitting bricks. I was like, ain't no way this is going to happen to me in my own league. This is going to happen to me in my own league where this guy's going to start Taysom Hill and have this guy score more than my entire team. And Jameson Williams coming back from suspension to put up 20 points, and I'm going to lose. But thank God my running backs, Breece Hall, Josh Jacobs, stepped up. We got the boy Tua, concussed no more, coming through for 20 plus.
And you had Houston defense.
Yeah, and I had Houston defense tonight. I was actually going to bench Houston defense tonight, but like I mentioned, every point counts, and I'm trying to make up ground. I was like, you know what? I had a 4-point lead going into the evening, and I was like, it's impossible for Houston to score negative 4 points on defense against the Dallas Cowboys, right? And thank God, because I haven't seen anything more worse than -1 or -3. So I was like, if this Houston scores -4, man, Dallas better beat that ass. Which that wasn't happening. So I felt pretty good on that. So I started him, got an extra 19 points out of that, so it helps me close the gap on some of these people that have more points than me in the league. Dan, you didn't really have much to work with. You started all the right people. I don't know who Jay Coker is, but he's on your team. Who is this guy? Oh, he had 15 points 3 weeks ago. Jalen Coker. He had 8 targets last week too. All right. I did have, some, I was already looking at my bench like, man, I should have started this Westbrook Akine. I should have started Eckler. I should have started MVS after picking him off of waivers instead of this damn Estime guy. But, the team came through.
I don't know why you did that one.
Michael Pittman, man. I've been waiting for him all year. Michael Pittman, man.
You got
Come on, Lee. Come on, Lee. He's like the second coming of DeMario Douglas, dog. I need to start him sometimes. Just to see what he does. I was like, Anthony Richardson, he loves him. Anthony Richardson said he's gonna throw the ball this week, and I don't know either.
He threw a touchdown to everybody else.
Yeah,
Alec Pierce was having a field day,
dude. Yeah. But anyways, I'm happy with the win. Dire need of the win. 9th place right now. This should leapfrog me up to either 6th or 7th. I'm thinking I'm going to be pretty close there. Let's go into our second matchup. Another matchup. Ooh, the closest matchup of the week. Both kind of must wins for both teams, especially for our defending champ here for beer. But this might have been the final nail in his coffin.
Oh, yeah. He's coffee, all right.
Oh, he was supposed to win this game. CJ Stroud only put up 11.88 points tonight. That's insane.
Oh, that's crazy.
That hurts. I felt like he probably felt like he had this in the bag.
Who's the backup quarterback?
Like what? Oh my God, Trevor Lawrence, who's out?
No. He
has Xavier Worthy, DJ Moore on his bench too. He started the right receiver. Oh, DeAndre Hopkins had a bad game, I guess, But man, that's a tough loss over there. He helps keep Casey's dreams alive. Who do you want to trade for, Cricket? Who do you want to trade for? Yeah, Casey's still alive, man. Still alive with
What do you want
a
to trade me?
slim victory. Yeah. I'll trade you Tiffers. You want to trade?
No. You stay away.
Whatever. What do you mean? You're in first place. Nobody wants to trade you. Actually, I hope they trade you. Actually, because you can only get worse probably. We got Casey over here. Let's ride. Grr. Saquon Barkley popping off. Jonnu Smith literally winning Casey's game. You know he wouldn't have started him unless he has no other. And then he has Zach Ertz too, and he has Dawson Knox. How many tight ends does this man need? Either way, he started the right tight end this week. The rest of his team though doesn't
like crazy choices. Dawson Knox.
Yeah.
The Bills top tight end.
Yeah. Zach Ertz, and he says, "You know what? I'm gonna start Jonnu Smith," and then he pops up for 25 points.
He had 30 in some of my leagues.
Yeah.
35 because if you get a 50-yard pass or higher, it's a bonus.
Mm-hmm. And you know your team is bad when you got no running backs on your bench and you have to start Tyler Algier as your second starting running back. Is that because he drafted Saquon Barkley, or what happened? Where's his running backs on his team? This team, he definitely doesn't have playoff teams. You look over here for Beer Side, you see him on paper, you're like, oh man, CJ Stroud, DeAndre Hopkins, James Cook, A-Chain, Evan Ingram, Puka Nacua. How is this guy not winning? I'm happy he's not winning. I'm happy he's not winning, but I mean, damn, like Edwards' team is in shambles, man. He has a good ever since Pacheco went down, dude. I know, man. His team, that sucks. Because his team he'd be like, even if he were to squeeze in for like the 6th spot, yeah, I wouldn't want to play him in the first round. Like with this roster, like I feel like this roster is decent. But
yeah, they all can pop over.
Yeah,
and James Cook is a wild connect.
Exactly. He's like the Cincinnati Bengals of our league. Just keeps losing close ones. I think he just keeps losing the close ones. All right, let's go over to Tiffers. Super team over here. Tiffers going up against Haktua. At 5-5, currently holding the 6th position against Haktua, who has the 5th position. And she pulls one off here. All thanks to Mr. Joe Mixon with a 34-pointer. She was down 16 points heading into this game, and Mixon doubles it up, and she wins by 18 points. Damn, her running backs are.
Oh, and she has Schultz too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and she has Schultz. Sorry. And then kind of. Yeah, Aaron Jones had a really bad game, so that was tough over there. We got Hawk Tua starting Nick Chubb. I've been praying on Nick Chubb to come around, and he hasn't came around yet. He had his best game was his first game back when he rushed for like 20 yards and a touchdown. Scary Terry, only 1 catch, 10 yards against Philly. That's rough. Amon-Ra though popped off.
He got Hawkinson 2 points too. Yikes.
Yeah, you got Justin Herbert outscoring Jalen Hurts, which is nice for him. Kenneth Walker hitting projected. I mean, yeah, Tiffers, how did you pull this one out? All thanks to you. Might want to thank Jerry Jeudy for that too, man. Jerry Jeudy, Mr. Judge Judy.
Starting Jerry Jeudy is diabolical.
Yeah, I would have picked him up off waivers last week. I was gonna pick him up a free agency, but I wouldn't have started him just like I did MVS. But I guess she had no choice. BTJ's been kind of sucking lately, even though he did have an okay game this week. I guess he had Ladd McConkey and Jordan Love, but Jordan Love was worse than Herbert. McConkey could have won it for him if he would have swapped Kenneth Walker up, maybe, and then switch Chubb out. Oh no, that still wouldn't have been enough. That would have been 10 points. So congrats, Tiffers. Tiffers moving to 6-5. That's gonna move her up in the ranking. Probably like make her feel a little more comfortable for playoffs. Here we have our next game of the week. The champ. Or well, not yet, but not the champ actually. Just the number one. Just the number one seed. No. Go ahead. Talk us through your game against Modest team. Modest team been making moves, man. Moving up to 8th place, 4-6 record. So how did she start her lineup this week?
No, she did. Yeah. Bro, she started.
You hit her. You messaged her. You messaged her, tell her to put somebody on the bench. Sit somebody out.
Not at all.
Oh yeah, she doesn't have much to start. I mean, Christian Watson would have been the only thing, but
she started Pickens, Ridley,
Bijan Robinson had a really bad game. Tony Pollard had a really bad game.
Yeah, Tony Pollard had a terrible game. Terrible game. She's scary. If she can win these next 2 games, she might really. Next 3 games, she might be.
Yeah,
legit.
she's potential. I mean, like her team's good.
Yeah. I think just somebody on her bench is probably that she could try to fit in, squeeze around, but.
Let's talk about your team here, man. You're
Edwards this week, unfortunately, but Joe Burrow, the 1-2 punch.
Joe Burrow, Chase, dude, they're popping off this year. It's paying off for you, and you got Cooper Kupp. Did you trade for him in this league too, or no? Or you drafted him?
No, I drafted him. I had 3 receivers, right? I had Chase, Kupp, and Adams.
You had Devontae Adams this league off rip? Yeah.
Yeah. Off rip, I had those 3.
Ain't no way you got Kamara in like the 4th or 5th round.
Yeah, 4th round. Kamara.
Really?
Yeah.
Just show history. Let's see. Oh man, you got him in the 5th round?
Yeah, baby.
That's crazy. How did he slip that far? Who drafted this league? I mean, yeah, your team looking pretty good. Who you missing? Rashad White, Chuba Hubbard, and Tyrone Tracy. Dang. So I mean, even
Rashad
with
White,
yeah,
I got 3 backs. Who needs a back? Because I got them all.
Got a big bag for you.
Hey.
Nah, you give me just give me Tyrone Tracy. I'll take him off your hands. Hey, I know you're not training Hubbard. That's why. You keep your boy Chuba. Kyle Pitts, man, bad game for him, but it doesn't really matter. You did pretty good. You did pretty good. This guy moves to freaking 9-3 now. 9-2. Sorry. One guy that's been slipping down a little bit. We're just gonna go over to him now. Just Mr. Fantastic. Mr. was once undefeated. Now he is dropping to 7-4 after taking an L to last place. Mr. Robert, aka UFO. Talk about it.
Popping off, yo.
Hey, Robert has Jameson Williams and T. Higgins.
He had Jettas.
And he had jerk off, yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews with a bad week, but Metcalf.
His receiving core going crazy.
He just.
Oh, I said Jameson Williams. I meant Javonte Williams. My bad.
Javonte Williams.
Yeah. And then his Denver defense.
Parcel doing nothing, which tough start.
Yeah, Ricky Pearsall. What happened? Did this guy get any targets? Did he play? He had 2 targets. Yep, riding high on that guy. Demario Douglas getting the start.
Derrick
Henry with a fumble loss super early in the game, kind of put a little damper on him, and then he came back and salvaged some points, not what we're used to. Montgomery, nice. Jake Ferguson, concussion, like you mentioned. So, Schoonmaker took his catches there. Najee Harris,
pretty solid.
Yeah, Najee Harris is a good flex. He's a good flex, man. He's a good WR2 or RB2 or flex. He has JSN on the bench. He has Bo Nix on the bench. And then the rest of the people need to get off his team. What was he doing? What are we doing? Yeah, what are we doing, Brandon Cooks? He's been Brandon Cooks been on the IR for like 8 weeks, man. And they have a backup quarterback. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, he's coming back next week. There you go. Start him. Anthony Richardson, 28 points over on Robert's bench. So his bench, had some potential there. Yeah, he had Jared Goff though. He had Jared Goff. I don't know, man. Fantastic's team. Not looking so hot.
Yeah, they went through injuries and devastation.
Yeah, dropping to 7-4 now. We got Robert moving to 4-7. I know you might have to make some trades. Hey, you might have to be able to trade 2 running backs. He has David Montgomery too. So last game I will go over for the week. This was a battle between 3rd and 4th place. I was calling it last week, or we were calling it last week as the potential game of the week. Both at 6-4. Dave's team, we've been raving about his roster all year, but Sarah's been sneakily just hanging out and in 3rd place, potentially moving to 2nd place now with Fantastic's loss guy. I think she outscores him overall.
He needed a CD touch, and that would have did him. And Kelsey not to have 1 point. But
yeah, he loses by 6 points exactly, literally a touchdown. CD Lamb touchdown would have been nice. Does she have anybody else start this game? No. Man, this dude got so many people from the same teams. He got 3 Detroit Lions. He's got 2 Kansas Cities.
Wait, who?
Dave.
Oh yeah.
And
Detroit defense.
didn't start Kareem Hunt over Zay Flowers. I mean, I started Kareem Hunt everywhere too. I guess over Devontae Smith too. Oh my God, his bench popped off. Travis Kelce 1 point. He has Brock Bowers on the bench, putting up 24 points. This is what I'm talking about. When you have like two number 1 position players on your team, and you don't know who to start. You're like, man, I have to start Travis Kelce, and then I can't
Brock
not start
Bowers.
Travis Kelce. Like it might be a shootout against Buffalo Bills. Hell yeah! And you got Brock Bowers outscoring him by 23 points. Jawan Jennings could have won him the game. Anybody on his bench could have won him the game. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I hate having too much options. So Dave, trade deadline ends in an hour and 57 minutes. I might have to message you on the side and tell you check your trade requests, because I'll take Travis Kelce off your hands right now, or I'll take Brock. I'll take Travis Kelce right now. That's exactly why I want him. I want him because nobody wants him. This is just like the stock market. You want to buy him at their worst, and this was his worst game of the season. You're not gonna see this from him going on out. And you definitely ain't gonna see this guy named A. Troutman either. This guy started over. Sarah, what are you doing? Who's this A. Troutman? Don't you have Dalton Schultz or something? Oh, she has Njoku. She has Njoku. Who's this guy?
She didn't start Njoku.
Who's this guy, man? This guy has 1 week where he has a 1 touchdown and puts 16 points up against the worst defense, Carolina Panthers. And you think that he's a start? 0.9, 3.9? What do you see in this guy, Sarah? Tiffers, tell her. Ask her. What does she see in him that she doesn't see in Njoku? Oh, did she have Kittle too? Oh, and she has George Kittle. But she has Njoku too. Maybe the questionable tag scared her, so she's like, I gotta start somebody healthy. That's crazy. But anyways, she does get the win. She does get the win. She was originally projected to lose by like 16 points too, and she, comes out winning by 6. So congratulations.
Beat that projection.
Yep. Let's see what our next week's matchups are. We got myself going up against Mari's Majestic team. Thank the Lord. But she's been starting her roster. She's been starting her teams though. So who knows? I don't want to jinx it. What?
Listen that.
Hey, nah, Mari's gonna go ham on me. She gonna beat me now. I hope.
Oh my God!
What did we clip last week that you posted? I forgot. Oh, it was the Debo outfit. The Debo outfit. Auntie Debo. Ever since he wore that dress, man, he's been sucking. So we go up against Mari's team. Right now, she's projected 48.69 points. You'd love to see it. So, I'm hoping that's going to help prime me into position.
What's the roster? What's the roster?
What's the roster? Let's see what she got. What she got going. Oh, Josh Allen on a bye. Let's go. Brian Robinson on a bye as well. We'd love to see it. Evan McPherson as well. We'd love to see it. Drake London as well. Amari Cooper as well. We'd love to see all of that. Shout out Mari. Thank you for lining up our schedules. On my end, I do have Brees Hall sitting out though. Estime maybe moving to my bench. I might rock a Will Dissly McBride combo. Will Dissly kind of popping off for Chargers. I do got Eckler, so I got players. I got players. Kyler Murray versus Seattle or Tua versus New England. That's gonna be a tough one.
I'm about to make Mari a sick trade.
Get the hell out of here. He's trying to get George Pickens off her. What do you got? Anyways, thank you, Mari. I hope, best of luck next week. What's up, Laura? We got Dan versus Sarah. Dan, this is a must-win win for you. Must-win week for you. You need to win the game. And right now you're projected to lose by 20.
Down built like Java. Knocking that.
Yeah. You need to beat her. She's breathing down Piffin's throat, just waiting for him to take an L. I think top 2 get a bye week anyway, so just be opposite sides of the bracket. We got Casey versus Tiffers. Tiffers with the win would all probably guarantee a playoff spot because she'll be at 7-5 if she wins this next week. That'll at least guarantee her a 500 or better finish, and she has a lot of points I think this season. So Tivers, you win this, you're in basically. We got Casey over here though. He just lost by 1 point exactly. Or no, so was it? Yeah, it was like a 1 point or 1 point something. Casey needs to win this week, obviously. Here for beer, he's probably drinking a lot of beers now. He's on his way out. He's done for the season pretty much. Now at 3-8. Dave,
the defending champ is done.
Yeah, defending champ is done. Defending champ not even making the playoffs after winning and dominating last year. You hate to see it. I would love to see him in the playoffs to, defend his crown, but it's not looking likely. We got Dave over here, highest projected right now. He must have the least people on bye week. Probably because they're all from the same team. And then
I'm projected 26 next week.
yo, we gotta see this roster. Yeah. This guy needs to make a trade. You're gonna get to. I mean, don't even matter. You're 2 games ahead on first place, so you can probably afford an L to Robert. Maybe give him a glimmer of hope because Robert just won this week. So fantastic. Try not to lose like 8 games in a row. Going up against Haktua. He's right now projected a little less than Haktua. Haktua projected for 95. And Haktua is in good shape for playoffs too. I think he's moves up to 4th place. I think he's at 7-4. I think because he won this week. Let's see what this 26 points is right here. No Joe. Oh, no Joe Burrow. No Jabbar Chase. No Alvin Kamara. No Combo. No Kamara. No Pitts. No Devontae Adams. He's got Cooper Kupp, Gus Edwards, Brandon McNamara, and the Chargers. Who's on your bench? Did you even have anybody could start? I know, yeah.
We got Dogs on the bench.
Oh yeah, he's got the return of his 2 RBs. I don't know how Chuba's only. I guess Kansas City rush defense that good, huh? You got Chuba, Tyrone Tracy that you'll be plugging in there for your running back, so that's good. You need to find a quarterback this week.
I get that.
You need a quarterback, an extra receiver. You need a quarterback, extra receiver, and you need a oh wait, no, you have Cup. Okay, you have Cup and Sutton, and then so you have Chuba and Gus Edwards. Oh yeah, Rashad. Oh yeah. So you need a tight end. Why would you own 2 tight ends of the same bye week? He needs a tight end.
I needed to pick up because Kincaid was out last minute.
Oh, so he needs a tight end and a quarterback next week. Then you can go against Robert, who's got actually a pretty decent team. So I mean, Robert could backdoor finish 500. I don't know what his scoring is like. We'll go look at the
Higgins being out is good for me too.
Oh, T Higgins is out too. So I guess that's gonna help you out.
I don't like that the Vikings are rushing Chicago. Scares me.
Because Chicago is ass. Let's see. All right. So the standings. Piffin. Further solidifying first place. We got fantastic dropping. Bill like Jabba. It hasn't updated yet. 4-game win streak. Bill like Jabba hopping over, leapfrogging fantastic for 2nd place due to the point differential. Now on 2 wins in a row. Fantastic 2 losses in a row. Dave. Did Dave win? Dave won. Just make yeah. Oh no, he lost this week. Yeah, so Dave dropping to 6-5. Haktua. Oh, he lost to Tiffers. Oh, shoot. We might have a horse race over here. I think Tiffers is leapfrogging all the way to 4th place. Tiffers with her win because she has more points scored than the other 2, and they both lost. So we got 3 teams at 6-5. 3 teams at 6-5. We got... Am I the only 4-16 to win this week? Let's see. I beat Dan. Mari's team lost. Casey's team... Oh, Casey won. So, okay. So me and Casey leapfrogging over Dan and Mari for positions 7 and 8. And, damn, I have a lot of points to make up. So I can't really afford for a tiebreaker because I only have 913 points. But you know.
You put up 130 this week. So you're good.
I did put up 130 this week. Yeah. I'll make up some ground, but I'm still, let's see. If I'm looking at Tiffers, Haktua, and Dave.
You have more than Casey, that's for sure.
Let's see. Dave only put 89, so I closed 50 points on him. Tiffers, I only gained 13 points. And Haktua, I gained 30 points. So I'm still like like 100 down to Tiffer, over 100 down to Tiffers. Be about 70 from him. Dave, it's about 90 from him. So I still gotta make up some ground on the points, but it's the Mario Douglases, so I gotta change my team name. I think that's why.
Why do you only made one move all season where her team looks crazy?
Dude, yeah, she drafted well. She's been holding on to the number one waiver, just waiting for a major injury to happen. Fantastic too. Only has made 4 moves, which is probably why he's on a losing lost 4 of his last 5 games. So I mean, we got Piffin on a 4 game win streak. Tiffer's on a 3 game win streak.
I might just be on a bye week next week. Get my boy Robert some love. The rest my players.
Rest all your players. I mean, you never know. Robert, he's got the same amount of points as me because he put up 123 this week. So I mean, he's only 1 game behind me, but we got to catch some people. Let me see who needs to lose next week. Let's see. Okay, Tiffers. Either or. I could go with either or on this one actually, because it wouldn't. If Tiffers loses, it
would be tied with you if you win.
Correct, but I still have a lot of points to make up. Madu's team gonna go crazy. Don't say that. I need the defending champions just come in and just knock out Dave real quick, just for fun. Fantastic. You could keep losing if you want to. It's fine.
He might just lose out, but
this is probably this is a positional game. Yeah, this is a positional game. I just need my team to score a lot of points. Honestly, I'm not.
For sure.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, him and Haktua has. Yeah, it would be nice to see. Yeah, I need Haktua and Dave to kind of take some L's. Tiffers or I could get Casey off my back though with that beat there.
Casey, I think that too.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I'd rather have Tiffers. Tiffers, I'd rather have you lose actually, because Casey is not gonna catch me in points, at least not so easily. So I need a leapfrog. I can't go to a tiebreaker, or else I'm gonna be in trouble. All right, transaction trends. Is Mr. Tommy DeVito a waiver wire pickup?
Absolutely.
Oh, hold on real quick. Marlon says, "Oh my God, I have 130 points projected in week 13. That's insane. That's 10 more name. Dang, that's solid." That's solid. Yeah. So if you're wondering why our scores are so low, by the way, our stuff's, we're half PPR and it's ultra nerfed on kickers and other things. So, there's no points for completion and all that stuff. So, see all these numbers and you're like, man, these guys just suck. But 137 is like putting up 180. I put up 180 in the regular league, basically.
Yeah. 60 right there.
Tampa Bay defense on a bye week. They play against. They must play Carolina. Huh? They play against the Giants next week, so that'll probably be a popular waiver wire pickup.
Don't let me disrespect my
with the new quarterback, your boy. You think your boy Tommy DeVito?
Tommy DeVito is gonna run for 2 touchdowns. Lock it in.
Tampa Bay gives us the most. Tampa Bay gives the most points up to quarterbacks. So I mean,
lock it in.
Possible. It's possible.
DeVito, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Imagine.
2 anytime touchdowns.
Yeah, I think anytime touchdowns have to be rushing touchdowns, though, right? It can't be passing. How much do you think his odds are? That's gotta be plus 2,000.
Plus 8,000.
I don't think there's anybody really worth wasting a waiver on. There's really nobody worth wasting a waiver on.
I know who I'm gonna get for my defense.
Let me see how Sleeper looks. I mean, Taysom Hill's 50% owned, I guess. If you can find Taysom Hill or Jonnu Smith's 56, all these people are over 50% owned. So I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I guess you could look at Westbrook Akine. He's been heating up, a little bit.
Why does it say Aegon's has Jonnu Smith? I got John. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Wrong league. But yeah, I wouldn't waste any waivers this week, honestly. It is trade deadline though, so make some trades. Try to make trade. If you need a roster move, it's gonna have to be through a trade. You're not gonna really improve your team off the waivers this week. Just try to make some trades. If, like we said earlier, like CeeDee Lamb for Neighbors. If if you had to pick between those two, we had 2 or 3 people asking about that. CeeDee Lamb over Neighbors. I don't trust Tommy Valito. The New York Giants fan doesn't believe in Neighbors anymore. At least compared to CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, make some trades, especially if you're what, 4-7. If you're 4-7, you got, this is your like last hurrah. Like you're just throwing anything you can. Your season's over. If you're in a keeper league, obviously, then try to trade for keepers and start prepping for next year, or like try to do something like that. Pick up Trey Lance. You think Trey? Absolutely. I didn't hear that part. Yep. Yeah. Trey Lance, pickup of the week. But yeah, all right. Waiver wire is pretty dead. Just make some trades. You got an hour and 40 minutes. All right. Last but not least, let's get into our picks and pick 'em. We had a 3-way tie for first place with 10 correct picks. I'm down here sad with my six picks. Tupac, who won last week, Hector, who won our pigskin last week, I want to say. Yeah, he won last week's. He is last place this week, aside from Piffin, but Piffin only made 5 of the picks, and he got 3 of them right.
Yep.
So we'll see what the tiebreaker is here. I mean, I guess we could pull up each one real quick and just get an estimate, but I want to wait till it solidifies because I don't know what it is. Houston 34-10. He guessed 24-10. 10-point differential. That's pretty good pick right there. And then we have why was Indianapolis and the Jets the other one? We got Indianapolis 28-14 and it's 28-17. So 23 total points. That's pretty good. He got 2 of the 4 scores exactly on the money. So CD's Nuts had 24 points total differential for his 2 picks. We got CG over here. CG, you do better than 24 points. CG picked 17-14 Houston. He must have really liked Dallas for some reason. So 17 points lost there. And then 4 points off Indy, 10 points off of New York Jets. So was that another 14, so 28 points off. So it looks like you are not the father. Throwback. And then we have Hawk Tools over here. Dang, that's Siggy. If you lose that again, that's gonna be 2 tiebreakers you've lost already. 28-13 Dallas. That's 3 points off Dallas and 6 points, so then a 9-point differential there. And then Indy, 8 points off that, 3 points off that, 11 plus 9, 20 points. Ooh, that's it. 20. It might be close. Hawk Tua. It might be between Hawk Tuas and CD Nuts. So we'll see. Mm-hmm. Oh, you suck. You got. Hey, these tiebreakers mean something to me, man. You gotta, guess your scores better. Just look at, honestly, whenever you're trying to guess the scores too, a good tip, I guess, pro tip. Look at what the over-under line is for the game and then the point spread and literally just shoot around a score that's going to be around that over-under and point spread, and that'll give you your, best estimate for the most part, or at least being close.
Free cheat code.
Yeah, free cheat code. Like, let's see it. Well, I don't even know what this point spread was today, but like Houston Dallas. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered today because 7.5, but they won by 2 scores today. But the Jets and Indy were within 4 points, so it is what it is. All right, we zoomed through pretty decent. Hour and 20 minutes. So not bad. Little short, an hour and 45 though.
Good amount of questions though.
Yeah, good amount of questions. Yeah, started off cold. I was like, oh shoot, is everybody forget about us? And then
forgot about
yeah, and then they came in and it was like, yeah.
We gave them
yeah. I was like, damn, they must not be making playoffs. They didn't come back. I'm just kidding. But no, thank you guys again for tuning in. We only got.
You want to let them go with the Debo booty shorts?
3 more. We only got 3 more weeks before playoffs. We only got 3 more weeks before playoffs. If you don't, what did I put? Debo Samuel.
So make him last minute trade.
Debo Samuel attire? What? Debo Samuel?
Yeah. Debo Samuel outfit. Yeah, I think that was the first one to come up. Do some trades, last minute ups, see what you can do.
Yeah, do what you can. And
this is tough right now. This is crunch time for all fantasy.
Yep. Crunch time. Play Red Peter's closing song. Who's Red Peter? No, you're the bestest. Make sure you look good. Dress to impress. business up top, party on the bottom, or
Auntie,
auntie on the bottom.
it's the first birthday party.
Oh yeah, auntie, what you doing? It's a 2-year-old birthday. Yeah, half the league. Yeah, you got some injuries to deal with. You know, make sure you make your best trades and use your best judgment. You know, I'm fine for playoffs in like 3 of my 5 leagues. I'm not guaranteed playoffs in any of my leagues. Actually, I've been kind of middle of the pack in all mine. So I think I have a winning record by like 1 game in 2 of them, and I'm down a game on the other 3. So it'll be tough. Trying to make a comeback. I'm hoping I just want to make playoffs in at least 3 of my 5 leagues to have a feel pretty good.
In a couple.
Yeah. Hey, but at least you're number 1 in this league, and that's the league that matters because that's the league that people see. But it's not the league that has the most money. So I'm sure you'd rather be up in the other leagues. But
I'd rather be up in every league.
Yeah. Free access bomb, dude. He does have some big thighs. If you think about it, like those shorts are like leggings. they're like gym tights. Yes. But you know, tell them to get better. You know, everybody get better. Yeah. All right, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll let you guys go to bed. Mr. B has to be up in like 4 hours, 3.5 hours. Oh my god, dude! Holy crap! All right. Well, it's the brother. He's gonna go hoop tomorrow. I'm gonna sleep, and then yeah. We'll see you guys next week. You guys have a good one. You're watching the Brigade Fantasy Football Show. This is your boy Piffin. Find him everywhere, Piffin_official. Or if you want to find him on streaming platforms, he is Mr. B Piffin, Piffin. I am BikeyMrown on all socials. Thank you guys once again. You guys have a good night. Bye. Good night, y'all.